Well, this is the kind of traffic stop that escalated here in a hurry. Late last night, Metro police say they tried to stop a car connected to street racing in South Nashville, but police say that driver had other plans, taking off before officers could pull him over. When they found that car again, two people bailed out and then ran outside. Investigators say the driver then turned his car towards a K-9 officer, leading that officer to fire his gun. The chase came to an end with a 15-year-old in custody. Good news, nobody was hurt. Tonight, though, police are still looking for the other two people who took off into the woods.